It's our fault. We play into the powers that be that keep fathers out of the household. And there's so much emphasis on the importance of Black fathers and fathers in the lens of their children's lives, specifically their sons. There's so much blame and emphasis on how Black men's absence in the home and fathers in general's absence in the home affects our young men, but there's not enough conversation about how it affects us women. I will argue that it possibly is more detrimental to us than it is to you all. Um, Women are just out here running reckless. I have been one of them. I'm 100% accountable. And I wish that more women would be accountable and honest about how the lack of fatherhoods in our lives have messed us up. A lot of us are promiscuous, liars, deceptive, just negative things that we shouldn't be. The list could go on and on. We don't respect ourselves. We don't respect our bodies. We don't respect others. We don't know how to love others. We don't know how to treat others. And a lot of that stems from the fact that we are missing that most important piece. There's so much emphasis on mothers being important to sons, mamas, boys, whatever you want to call it. There's not enough emphasis on daddy's girls and how girls walking around fatherless, walking around thinking that we have no value, no direction. A lot of us are bad with money. We don't know how to handle our tempers. We don't know how to keep our hands to ourselves. We don't know how to listen because we lacked that authoritative male role model in our household, a lot of times by our mothers doing. I will argue more times than not by our mothers doing. It is up to us as women to vet the men properly that we are having children with, but at a larger scale, we all need to own the fact that most of us are not virgins, and we are wrong for that. We are wrong for not saving ourselves until marriage the way that God intended. So now the world is a mess, and women are sitting around complaining about men all day, every day, focusing on what men aren't and what they're not doing instead of focusing on what is wrong with us as a female species. Why do a lot of us not even know how to go out of the house dressed properly, dressed with respect, dressed in a way for a man to treat us and see us as the princesses, queens, whatever we claim that we are? We don't even know how to behave that way. We don't even know how to do the simplest part, which is look the part. Yet we want men to respect us and treat us kindly. We disrespect ourselves constantly. We do. One of my favorite songs talks about how much we don't know who we are as Black women. We don't know. We don't respect ourselves. We just move filthily. But then we complain about how we're being treated. It's not okay for us to keep complaining. We have to start taking accountability and responsibility for what we're attracting, how we're presenting in the world. And even if you as an individual is presenting okay, we cannot keep lying about the stuff that we condone. Look at what was on the awards the other night. And I'm not here to get deeply into that. But the point is, a lot of us don't even know how to show up without shaking our behinds, walking around with a bonnet on, walking around not dressed like a lady, not in a nice dress, a nice skirt, a nice, not showing all of our behind, all of our assets, just dressing like a woman or a girl, whatever age you are, should. We don't even know how to do that simple part of just looking the part, let alone being the part, let alone attracting the part. Yet we want to complain about how men treat us. We have to stop. We have to change. We have to do better. All of us, every single one of us, we all have areas that we need to improve. And we have areas that we need to help our sisters improve.